Sam and the girl and the baby.
Got too much wood in there.
But the more wood, the bigger the fire.
It needs to breathe. Take off that big log.
Great advice.
Ah, you know your fires.
Guys, I would have definitely left all of that wood on there. All right, just gonna go ahead and point this out. So, good.
And they were servants, of course.
Servants?
I knew you were highborn.
You're fancy, Sam.
Oh, I found something at the Fist of the First Ben. Buried treasure.
It was like obsidian
Thousands of years
looking
old.
blades. Like arrowhead things.
What does it do?
Like spearhead, maybe.
I'm not sure that it does anything. It's beautiful, though, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
You're playing with me.
I'm not. It's 700 feet high, all made of ice. On a warm day, you can see it weeping. One of the brothers will sing. Darian sings best.
Do you sing?
No. No. Not very well.
Guys, they're
Sing
good
me a
together.
song.
They're absolutely great together.
All right. He weighs our lives, the short and long,
You know.
and loves the little children.
That's not how you skin a rabbit.
I know how to skin a rabbit.
Not by the looks of it.
That was brutal. Guys, that was absolutely brutal.
You grow up north of the wall. You'll learn the proper way to handle game.
Guess you don't learn how to do that north of the wall.
Ooh.
You'll learn how to use your fists, though.
Oh, you could
Okay.
have punched the rabbits to death.
I had
Yes.
someone else in mind.
Well, someone else is sitting right here.
You're both very good at skinning rabbits.
You've got a big mouth, girl. And too many teeth.
Cool.
it.
Oh, all right.
We've been fighting since you met. Just stop it. First time I met you, you held a knife at me.
Right. Now what?
We can't fight each other. We'll never make it to the wall.
I like Bran a lot also. Definitely. I definitely like Bran.
You're a good little hunter.
Thank you. See? Not so hard, is it? Thank you.
Guys, that's a really good protein-rich breakfast. They're eating a lot of game that I have never put into my mouth. I've seen these animals from afar, but I've never actually consumed a rabbit. My stepfather he hunts, so he has like an entire like freezer full of like deer, but I refuse to try it. I think it may be gamey, and I don't like the taste of gaminess, guys. At most, I think I've had a boar. He suffers from seizures.
The visions take their toll.
The visions take their toll. I'm guessing they're foreshadowing for something involving Bran, most likely. Like, this is what is to come from someone that, has visions. Someone warg-like.
I saw Jon Snow. He was on the wrong side of the wall, surrounded by enemies.
Used to be a kid and find a tree within a mile of the wall. Crows would come out every morning with axes. Your flock gets smaller every year.
You ever climbed it before?
No. But Tolman's done it 100 times.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to say 50?
You're afraid.
I mean, to climb 700 feet up in an ice made of wall? No. What? Ice made of wall? A wall made of ice? Yeah. I mean, what are you grabbing on? Everything's going to be slippery. I can only imagine how afraid probably even a professional climber would be to do this. I mean, it's not like they're using like those pick tools where you can kind of hit hard enough to, make yourself like a ledge. But no, they're using like medieval hand tools.
Wasn't good to me the way you're good to me. Or he didn't do that thing you do with your tongue.
Yeah, can we not talk about that here?
We don't talk about that here. Well, I'm Jon Snow. Do you think I'm as dumb as all those girls in silk dresses you knew growing up?
What?
You're loyal. And you're brave.
Okay.
You didn't stop being a crow the day you walked into Mance Raider's tent.
Run off.
You and me. That matters.
Okay.
Me and you.
Get to the other side of the wall and run off.
I won't.
Because I'll cut your right off and wear it round me neck.
I think all women say that, guys. I think so. I've heard it probably a couple times in my life. I'm sure if you are a guy, you've heard it also. If you are, a woman, you've probably said it also, guys, right? I just honestly think that everyone at least has heard that once in their life, guys. That's wild. We should stop saying that, okay? It's ours. We're attached to it, all right? I don't know. I don't know what I would be without it, okay? I'm just going to be honest, all right? So I just want you to know it's a mean thing to say. Gosh, that's disturbing.
It holds before taking your next step.
Sink your metal deep.
And if you fall, don't scream. You don't want that to be the last thing she remembers.
Okay. He's already nervous, guys. He's
Joffrey?
absolutely already nervous.
Cersei,
Oh, that was a nice shot right there, guys.
feel in pain?
You won't be fighting straw men, little lady. Pull the string back to the centre of your chin and release. Never hold.
But I have to aim.
Never aim.
Never aim.
Never aim.
Your eye knows where it wants the adder to go. That's about far enough.
Is that the red woman?
My
friends here don't speak High Valyrian. Why are you here, my lady?
Forgive my manners.
Did that red woman recognize Arya, guys?
Lucky for the ladies.
What are you doing?
How many times has the Lord brought him back?
6. I've always been a terrible priest. Drank too much rum.
I mean, you seem to be a really good one if you're bringing people back to life.
By the time I came to Westeros, I didn't believe in our Lord. I knelt beside his cold body and said the old words. Not because I believed in them, but he was my friend.
Right.
And he was dead.
There is no other side. I have been to the darkness, my lady.
You have someone he needs.
You have someone he needs.
Bodkin point. That's because you're a girl.
Does that have to do with anything?
Oh, well.
Forgive me, lad.
What are you doing?
Are you joking?
Let go of him. Tell them to stop. He wants to be one of you.
You told me this was a brotherhood.
Right.
You told me I could be one of you.
Guys, he's been sold and sold and sold and sold and sold and sold and traded. He finds a place where he thinks that was, is honestly a brotherhood, a family. Then the first thing that happens is he's instantly sold off to this absolutely terrible person, right? That's wild, guys.
You will make kings rise and fall.
You will make kings rise and fall.
You're a witch. You're going to hurt him.
I see a darkness in you, and in that darkness, eyes staring back at me. Brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Eyes you'll shut forever. We will meet again.
What are you talking? Oh, wait, hold on. So they do have the things that. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I must have just. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought they were more savage than this, guys, for some reason. All right, so apparently they do have the pickaxes and things that can help them lift themselves up. Apologies for my ignorance, guys. Oh. See, the way my vertigo was set up, guys, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
You alright?
Yeah, he's good. He just lost a whole lot of progress.
Sorry. Were you sleeping?
God, that was loud.
I wish I had some for you.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Which body part do you need the least?
His head. His head. He doesn't need his head.
Your daddy was mean to you?
Yep.
Your Starks didn't appreciate you?
Yep. So you took their house, their home.
Stark boys. They're still alive. I'm a better hunter than you.
Oh, this guy's crazy, guys. He's crazy.
How about your little finger? You don't use that for much, do you?
His head.
No?
His head.
Good.
He doesn't need his head because obviously if he needed it or if he knew how to use it, he would not have done what he did. So take his head off. He doesn't need it.
Where you are, who I am, why I'm doing this to you.
That would help.
So guess.
I cannot.
If you guess right, I'll tell you. You win the game if you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you. And
Okay.
I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger.
What?
If I win, he'll let me go.
If you
No.
think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Where are we?
Go.
The north,
Too vague.
Okay.
Deepwood Mud.
Terrible guess.
Blast Earth.
Last
Do I
Earth.
look like a number to you?
Yes.
The cat hold!
Who am I?
No idea, bro.
Torrent casts up.
Strangled by the Kingslayer.
I betrayed Rob. That's why you're torturing me.
No, I don't think so. I think he's being tortured for the exclusive reason of him being absolutely psychotic. I think he dislikes it.
You forgot to ask one question.
Okay.
You forgot to ask if I'm a liar. Afraid I am. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I win.
Thank you for riding here so quickly.
Wow. Guys, for some reason, I'm finding it hard to feel bad for either Theon or Jamie. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just terrible humans. Maybe they were written in a way that makes me very specifically not like anything about them. I don't really feel bad for them, guys. I don't. Theon, very specifically, these are the repercussions for your actions, bro. Like, you cause and effect.
Lord Frey requires a formal apology for your violation of your sacred oath to marry one of his daughters.
Of course, he deserves as much. I was in the wrong.
He demands Harrenhal and all its attendant lands.
I don't think that's
We are fighting for the North.
Wow.
We will do whatever we can to give Lord Frey what he needs.
Not what. Whom?
Okay. Cool.
What?
Our father requires Lord Edmure to wed one of his daughters, Roslyn.
How old is she?
19.
Can I see her first?
You want to count her teeth? We depart for the twins in the morning.
As we're in the middle of a war.
I don't think he cares.
Is old.
Yeah.
It would put his heart at peace if you could see it.
Okay, so I guess not bad. I guess if it's like, hey, I broke this treaty, please just give someone to me that can marry a daughter of mine. Okay, if that's just, all right, give up that one place. Do that. It's fine.
And his recent experience has made him wary of long engagements.
Right. Absolutely.
He has every right to be.
I wouldn't trust it either, bro.
No man can compel another man to marry.
The laws of my fist are about to compel your teeth.
It's all right. You heard him. If you refuse, our alliance with the Freys is dead.
He's wanted me for one of his daughters since I was 12. He's not going to stop wanting it now. When I say no, you will come back.
Guys,
and offer me a
are the
daughter
daughters that bad, bro?
To risk our...
I have a war to fight.
Listen. Rob definitely did that. Okay, he risked everything for a prettier wife. So that tells me that it's all about aesthetics, very specifically with Lord Frey's daughters. So, and this is the reason why they have not been able to find like a suitor or anything like that, because apparently they are extremely not aesthetically pleasing. Rob knew that. This is why he was just like, nah, I'm gonna go get a baddie. That's what he did, guys.
We can't win it without them.
Absolutely.
I have no time to haggle.
It's wild.
You said you wanted to make amends.
You gave up all of that stuff
It's for the stone mill.
Rob started it.
You recall that heroic engagement?
I see my men have finally found you something appropriate to wear.
Yes, most kind of them.
When King Rob left Harrenhal, his mother was his prisoner. If she wasn't his mother, he'd have hanged her for treason. Wars cost money.
Right.
Many people would pay a great deal for you.
We both know who would pay the most.
Oh, this guy's a snake, guys.
King Rob is keeping your father quite busy. He doesn't have time for anything else.
Okay, yeah, this guy's absolutely not to be trusted. Okay.
And you will swear to tell your father the truth. That I had nothing to do with your maiming.
Bro, why would you do this?
Shall we drink on it? I don't partake. You're in no place to insist on anything. I would have hoped you'd learned your lesson about overplaying your position.
That's wild. Like, Brienne of Tarth is just doing her charge in a sense, right? I don't really have any issues with her neither. I think her character is very good. The way she's handling everything is solid. She is absolutely honorable. I don't see anything negative regarding her. So it's unfortunate. She should absolutely be allowed to at least have a chance to escape whatever this is, guys, right?
Your daughter
is rich, the most beautiful woman in all 7 kingdoms.
That's a lie.
And the mother of the king.
Old.
Right.
Old?
Yes.
Old.
Yes.
I'm something of an expert on the subject.
Right.
Her change will be upon her.
The only thing that might turn it are details of your grandson's nocturnal activities.
Right.
Do you deny them?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
A sword swallower through and through. And you never...
No.
Not once. Not in any way.
Nope.
Never.
I congratulate you upon your restraint.
I don't think it was much restraint because I don't think that's the experience of most men. The majority, at least.
But it's a natural thing, 2 boys having a go at each other beneath the sheets.
Perhaps.
Like, it could be natural, but I just don't think that it's like it's a majority thing, right? I can probably speak to many of my guy friends, and that's not the experience.
Brothers and sisters.
Oh.
Where I come from, that stain would be very difficult
Right.
to wash out.
That's a little different, bro.
Further life.
You should, because it's true.
Into a malicious lie.
It's not a lie. It's absolutely true.
I discuss
Lie or not, you must admit many people find it quite convincing.
Because it's true.
Convincing enough to put swords in their hands and send them off to kill Lannisters
Right.
and Tyrells.
I'll remove it for you.
Great.
If you refuse to marry Loras to Cersei, I will name him to the King's Guard. I'm sure you're familiar with the King's Guard vows.
Oh. Bro, get up. Go up. Go up. Avalanche of sorts. Bro, relieve. Go, go, go. Yeah, to your left. To your left. This guy was just waiting to do that, bro. That's it. He was just waiting to do that to them. Yeah, now what? Uh-oh. Let's see how this turns out.
Well, I suppose a brooch is a sort of pin, so...
Yeah, it's a pin, bro. Absolutely.
I feel like I'm in a dream.
Yes, me too. Definitely. I've dreamed of a large wedding since I was quite young. The guests, the food, the tournaments, and the bride, of course.
No, I'd never left Winterfell before I came to King's Landing. But it sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see it. And to leave this place.
Mostly to leave this place.
It's hard to say which of the 4 of us is getting the worst of this arrangement. Probably Sansa, though Loras will certainly come to know a deep and singular misery. On a boat you built.
I don't know, guys. Tyrion definitely has it the best. I'll tell you that right now.
Tyrells were
did what I did.
Because, like, for example, I don't even like think of Cersei's feelings in anything that I say. I don't really care about them. I don't care about what she's going through. None of that. I think she's terrible. Like, irredeemable. Sansa, I'm probably like 35% positive towards her, I would say. Then Loras, I have no emotions towards him at all because he's not really on screen enough. But I like Tyrion. Tyrion's getting kind of the best out of all of this, though. The rest of them, I don't know. Yeah, but she doesn't like you, though. She blames you for her mother's death.
Did you, or did you not, order Sir Mandon to kill me during the Battle of the Blackwater?
If so, he failed.
Joffrey will belong to Marjorie, the little doe. And so will his children and their children. History will be taken from our hands.
That's a good thing. It's time for your brand
Once Jamie gets
to
back,
go under.
Sir Loras may come down with a terrible case of...
Loras likes green and gold brocade.
I'm sure he does.
Will they let me invite my family?
Probably
I
not.
didn't ask my opinion.
But do you think they
Probably
will?
not.
No.
I need to speak with you, Lady Sansa.
Of course.
Alone, if I may.
Why do you need to speak to her alone?
Shay. Please excuse her, Lord Tyrion. She's not from here. But I trust her.
Right.
Even though she tells me not to.
He's warning you, Shay. He has no options here. So, are you sure you want to hear it like this, or you want me to be able to speak to you differently? But all right, you asked for that, so she better not get angry, guys.
This is awkward.
There aren't 1,000 blades. There aren't even 200.
Right, looks like about 50.
I've
Bro.
counted.
Huh, I'm sure you have.
Ugly old thing.
Yet it has a certain appeal.
The Lysa Arryn of chairs. Shame you had to settle for your second choice.
When I thwarted your plan to give Sansa Stark to the Tyrells, if, I'm going to be honest, I did feel an unmistakable sense of enjoyment there.
But your confidant, the one who fed you information about my plans, the one you swore to protect, you didn't bring her any enjoyment. She was a bad investment on my part.
Okay. Okay, so what are you saying, bro?
I did what I did for the good of the realm.
That's what you always say, though, bro. Nothing.
Chaos.
Absolutely chaos.
A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all.
Nothingness.
Isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
Bro, listen, so we haven't seen Joffrey in, I think, like 2 or 3 episodes now. Maybe 2 episodes. 1 episode, maybe. This whole episode and the one before, at least, right? And I was so glad to not really, like, experience him. And then the first time we see him again, he's doing absolute... Oh, God, guys. These are some of, like, the most easily, like, hateable characters that I have ever encountered in any type of show or movie or play or anything that I've ever encountered, guys. It's rough, okay? It's rough. I'm still trying to figure out if it even matters that Lord Baelish is speaking right now. And so now they have to climb down the other side, guys. Winter is absolutely coming, guys. He saved her life. No, and I also like Jon Snow too, guys. Absolutely. I think he's honorable. He's a good man. All right, guys. So they made it to the top of the wall. I'm still kind of wondering how they're going to get down. I was hoping that they finished it at least with them getting down, because that's going to plague me probably until I see the next episode. Hopefully they explain that. So because Robb did not marry Lord Frey's kids, he's now having to like forcefully give up like some prime real estate, or was it like was it Harrenhal and the marriage from the uncle, or was it just Harrenhal? That's one thing that I'm focusing on for the next episode also. And let's see. I'm still trying to figure out why Gendry went with the Red Woman. I don't know what she could want, other than the fact that his father obviously was a Baratheon, and she's obviously indebted to Stannis Baratheon. So I don't know how that's going to work, right? Or if that was done on purpose, but probably, because I don't think she does anything just for the sole purpose of doing things like that. Loras and Cersei, I'm glad that thing, did it end? No, it didn't end. That's just the deal, apparently, right? So I think that's a terrible situation. Loras and Cersei. Cersei's just going to ruin this young man, absolutely ruin him. She's a terrible person, and absolutely she is, getting up there in age. So, I'm sure she doesn't really have any eggs left over. So this is kind of what Olenna was kind of pointing out here. She's like, listen, bro, she's coming up to the change. How are you going to marry this woman to my 19-year-old grandson? How dare you think that that's a good deal? I do think Tyrion's getting the best part of the deal, but also he is really getting the best part of the deal because it's Sansa, at least. But it's still not a very good thing because he's actually in love with Shay. The fact that he had to tell Shay kind of in front of her that he had to marry Sansa, that's interesting. I kind of wish they would have showed that. They like showing everything else, even the longest conversations, but not that one. Why would you keep that one from us? Then, so at the end, they reach the top, and now they're about to enter into the South. I think that the show's getting absolutely amazing. I'm hooked, guys. I don't know if you guys realize I'm absolutely hooked on this show. We're going to finish it out. Some people said, I think stop at season 6 or something. No, we are going to the end of time, okay? On Patreon, we have full-length versions. Check them out if you want to see the full-length version of the reactions, guys. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.